Hi everyone, I'm Mandy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue a video that I started previously. So in the previous video I created this sketch. So we started with a smaller sketch right here. So trying to figure out proportions and what the challenges would be, and then I decided to move on to the final piece. My reference picture is just a lady having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Since the last video I tried to add a few folds on her shirt here, just so it looks a little bit more realistic and a little bit more detailed. So to begin this video, I'm going to be lining this with my fine liners. These are the fine liners that I have. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them. And later on, we're going to color using my colored pencils. Alright, let's begin. So I did draw her waterline here because I think that brings it more life. And I do want to put a fold of her eyelid right there. Let's see if I can do a good job with the other eye as well. I like to give the eyebrows hairs, like a real eyebrow. And then if I find it necessary, I'll just color in the eyebrow. I'm going to use my 0.5 for the lips. I don't always outline my drawings. For my marker ones, I try not to outline them, just just go through with ink. Okay, the face is done. Now her shirt, which I'm going to try and give some texture, like a real shirt. I wish I had a ruler, but alas, I do not. I'm going to use this, which is one of my Sailor Moon bookmarks that I have, that I got when I bought the mangas. Okay, I like that a lot actually. I think it looks alright. Now the true moment is when I erase and I see, how good I did. Yeah, I made a mistake here. You can tell with the line art. It's okay, I'll just thicken that up a little bit. So let me just try to fix this and then we can continue. I think I'm going to thicken up her whole outside blouse. I'm just doing this because I made a mistake there before, so now it has become a choice. Still doesn't look like it was done on purpose, but I guess it's okay. So let's start. I may use like this color here on her cheeks. I'm going to try to mix a little bit of red and pink just so it doesn't look red, This is something a lot of artists do and I love it. So I tend to copy it a little. I don't know, I think of course it looks like she's either sick or very embarrassed or cold. And I prefer to think of it, oh, she's in the cold weather or something, I don't know. So these two colors here are the ones that I'm going to use for skin. And what I found out, I'm still of course learning. If you know about coloring with pencils and you want to give me tips, you're more than welcome to. I would love any tips that you can give. What I have been doing is, this is the tone of skin that I want, so I go through lightly with this. This is a pinker color that I use for shading certain areas, and I use a brown color to shade. So I can actually check the picture out here, and I can see that she has a shadow going all the way down her face on this side because she has a high cheekbone. And I'm going to copy the picture because I like that, and that's a different kind of shadow I've never done before, so nice way to learn something new. Guys, I'm really liking using coloring pencils. I'm usually more of a watercolor kind of person, or markers. Watercolors and markers, that's my thing. But to be honest, this is really fun. I really like it. So I'm going to go back to my brown and shade underneath her nose. So what I like about references is exactly this. I can check out the shading on her skin and copy it. Using it as a reference truly helps. I mean, I'm learning a lot by doing this. So if I ever, sometimes I draw by memory, and those drawings are never as good as these ones that I do with reference, because of course I don't always get the shadows right, the proportions right. So this is actually practice for the future. These pencils, they don't blend all that well, but they do blend somewhat. That's more than I can ask for. I paid 10 bucks for this kit of 48 colors. So 10 bucks for this, and I think I paid 4 on the Derwent ones at the dollar store. This was bought at the the store here in Canada, an art store, which I love so much. I love you, the sponsor me. You can see that I'm actually pushing a little harder because these pencils are not the best, and of course I think you need to push a little harder with some pencils to get more color out, and I want to blend a little as well, that's why. Next, I'm going to do her lips, so I'm going to use an orangey color at first. So I like orange for lips because it's brighter than red, and it's not, I don't know, I like pink too. I'm going to mix, oh shoot. I'm going to be mixing 2 colors, probably. I'm not sure which other color I'm going to use yet. So in order to shade lips, I darken a little bit all of the corners. So I'm going to shade the drink in. Let's pretend this is coffee. I don't know. No idea what it would be. Guys, I have no idea how I'm going to shade this cup. Just realized that I've never shaded a cup before. Give me tips, guys. Do you know how to shade cups? I have no idea. Yeah, that's good enough for the cup for me, because that's not the focus of the picture. I love the red beret, so I'm going to do a red beret on her too. I'm going to use, let me think. These are very similar. This is a darker one. Yeah, that's good. And I need a much darker shade for the shading. I'm gonna get this one. So I do like coloring pencils, but I would much rather if it didn't have such texture. I like it when the texture is not so obvious. So what I try to do is I try to color in a little bit harder to cover more of the page, because I think the paper is textured, so it helps with the coloring texture, the coloring pencil texture. Makes it pop a little more than it should, than I like at least. So if I used printer paper, I probably wouldn't have as much texture as I'm having right now. But since I'm using the mixed media paper, it has a little bit of texture. I'm going to do her eyes now. How about hazily greeny eyes? So I'm going to give her green eyes with brown. I'm going to mix a little. I already actually finished the hair and I lost the footage because my phone stopped recording. But all I have to do now is her blouse and decide if I'm going to do anything else with the background, and I'm done. I'm going to do blue just like her shirt because I don't know what to do. I'm going to use these. Any other colors that I can use? Maybe this one too. Yeah. So lighter areas, I'm going to go over with this. So where light shines, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing. Is that clear? Is that obvious? Just coloring. I feel like a child since I have no clue what I'm doing. Guys, I have no technique. I think I've never said this, but I never mean my videos to be tutorials or anything of the sort. I'm not qualified to teach anyone. What I know, I learned by trial and error. And some things I also learned by watching other people's videos and processes and techniques. And also, I know that lots of processes and techniques that I've learned from other people are also not like a norm. To be honest, I think that there is no right or wrong way to do art. Of course, there may be a better way, you know? Oh, you're doing it wrong by using the pencil that way. You can just do circles instead of doing the way you're doing. Of course, you know, it depends on who's talking, and also it depends on the result you want. So if I want to do lines because of the if I want a texture of, you know, lines down the shirt, then it makes sense to have the lines down the shirt. In case that is not what I want, then I may be doing it wrong because whatever. There's a better way to do it and it would look better. Overall, that's my opinion. No right or wrong way, just techniques that may work better or worse for the intended purpose of the artist. Okay, I am going to use a little bit of black. So let's see how it looks. Hopefully not too dark. I do want to add her eyelashes. What I do to do eyelashes, again, this is not meant to be a tutorial, this is just how I do it. I flick the pencil up because then the tip gets finer, and also I don't do it straight, it's rounded as real eyelashes are, and it starts from the inside of the eye, not the borders of the eye. So I curve outwards. I gave her some wood texture here to a table just to make it look a little bit more table-like. I don't know. If I were to give her a background, I'm not sure which color I would use. Maybe an orange? I can't believe I'm giving her a background. I wasn't going to. Guys, I think this is it. I think this is it for this video. I'm just doing some finishing touches here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a pleasure. At least for me it has. I love drawing, I love painting, or coloring in this case. This is my second finished artwork of the year. It took me a while. I did some smaller ones, but this is a large one. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please subscribe to my channel and also give it a like if you liked it, right? And also please comment if you can give me your opinion, if you can give me any feedback, or if you just want to say hi. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one, folks. Bye.